Hey everybody, welcome back to the Highland Fox. Today we're going to talk about Las Vegas Grand Prix.
So, leading up to this race has been a lot of drama. The locals and the tourists in the area for the last few months have not really been a fan of the Grand Prix. And going into this race, I wasn't either. However, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was a pretty good race. I liked it. I liked it.
They had some early race hiccups, with the manhole cover destroying Sainz's car and then Sainz being penalized for it because rules, I guess.
It would have been nice for a Ferrari win too, but that's fine.
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine.
Make
Max actually work for it for a little bit.
A little bit. But so leading up to the race was a struggle. But I actually thought the race was really good.
It was a very, very good race. There was plenty of chances to pass. And it wasn't just like long straightaways where you just pass, standing. You actually had to pass in like braking zones, and it was a really good race. I was pleasantly surprised.
And it wasn't too narrow. I don't like the street tracks that are too narrow because then it's like, oh, that there's no passing here. But like at least there's like opportunity to. So I like that. It looked like a pretty well built track. A few bumps in the road. Actually, I know Norris actually went to the hospital because of it.
Yeah.
But
he's doing okay.
But I think the design wasn't bad. I
No,
think
the
road
drivers
itself maybe could have used work, but the design was pretty cool.
Yeah, and the drivers really liked it. It's funny because it looks like a pig, like the
It
design.
does, yeah, from the air.
But like it looked really cool, and then I thought Vegas was kind of gimmicky, but yet like seeing the strip in the background was really cool. That sphere thing that I thought was a huge gimmick was actually really cool. So overall, I'm excited for it next year, and I think you can say that too because Max pooped on this race the entire time. Just could not say a positive thing about it.
Yeah.
And then he wins. Spoiler alert. And you're right. And he was like, I can't wait to come back next year.
Yeah.
So like all the drivers loved the atmosphere and all those kind of things.
Yeah. I mean, it was a lot of gimmicky stuff beforehand, so I mean maybe that could go. But I thought
Miami still does it and everyone hates it.
Yeah. So I am kind of looking forward to see get all those kinks out this year, and then maybe next year is even better. So I was surprised. I thought it was one of the better races this year in terms of passing DRS.
Yeah.
I don't know, and down to the wire, who's it going to be, especially second and third.
Right.
So it will lead us into Leclerc. But I thought overall, Vegas, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excited for it next year.
You can stay. Like I have Eddie saying it, but you can stay.
Nice. So that's a perfect lead-in, though, to Leclerc, who had probably one of his best races in a long time.
Yeah.
The joke is obviously name a more iconic duo, Leclerc, Pole, Verstappen, win. Same thing happened again here. But this wasn't one of those, like, did not start, did not finish, didn't have, like, a bad strategy.
Yeah.
He was literally fighting with the Red Bulls the entire race. I think it's the first time, besides Singapore, that the Red Bulls have looked vulnerable.
Yeah. He definitely stayed with them. Max obviously was able to kind of pull away, and then at the end fell back to try to help Sergio. But I think it was actually, like, one of the few races that it was like, can he? For longer than like 5 seconds.
Right. Honestly, I think Leclerc had a really good shot at winning if it wasn't for that safety car. Because he was in the lead. He, had a gap. Max had to fight through the entire field. There was only 20 laps left or whatever there was.
Yeah.
And then the safety car happened. Max got a free pit stop and was right on his butt. And then...
Yeah, Max is kind of inevitable, though. Yeah. So.
But Leclerc did pass Max on track for the lead on merit, which is, I think, it's the first time all season, which is incredible. So, like, there was actual... Leclerc was in another world.
I think he had a fantastic race. The passing the Max, though, I know there's people already saying it's because Max already had the box call, so he was like, whatever. But...
Because Max is ever like, man, whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's still passed on track.
It's still passed.
And Max doesn't let anyone pass ever. So there's no way Max was like okay with him being passed.
So he earned it. And then, down to the wire, Perez was in second. And then I think it was that last turn.
It was the last passable turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leclerc, I don't know. He just got a fire under him because he
Man
wasn't in
possessed.
DRS zone, and then the last few laps was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it, and he did go for it, and he took it, and he got second.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Leclerc, I think, had a fantastic race.
Yep. Gives me hope for next year that, McLaren's starting to look better, Mercedes is starting to look better, and Ferrari's starting to look better. So maybe there will be some challenges to Red Bull next year. We can hope, at least, right?
Russell did get a 5-second penalty
Yep.
for a little bump with Max in the race. So he did get fourth. He got pushed back. So because of that, Ferrari is 4 points behind Mercedes. So that last race, we're going to see who gets second for the constructor.
There's a lot of excitement still up there for Abu Dhabi because Alonso and Sainz are tied on points. Mm-hmm. And then you got Ferrari only 4 points behind Mercedes for second. And you got the whole, Haas, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, Williams battling out to see how everyone finishes. So I know it hasn't been the most exciting because we know Max is going to win every time.
Yeah.
Which, I saw this stat, Max has more wins this season than any other driver has podiums. So, inevitable. But, with that said, I think Abu Dhabi should be pretty exciting, and we're excited to see you guys one last time.